This one.
Oh my
god, I gotta take a picture of this face.
Is that on my Facebook? Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the People and Purpose podcast. We are back now. We are back after a couple of weeks because we've had a couple of cancellations, haven't we, big man?
We have, yeah. What, are you blaming me for them?
West Ham ruined the first one.
West Ham ruined everyone, mate. They ruined my life.
So we are here after a couple of weeks. So some of our stuff is going back a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so
it is.
We're going to catch up on a few things, but we had a good bank holiday Monday, didn't we?
We did. I read Got Drunk on Monday and I was like, which one?
Yeah.
It's most Mondays these days. Yeah, we had a good bank holiday. We went out for a change.
We did.
We were allowed out.
We were. I had to be in by 9.
Yeah.
But we did.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we did.
Brian got ordered home.
I had to go home because...
Why, Brian?
Well, our bank holiday was a tough one because obviously we've spoke about my illness over the last in the last episode.
We spoke about it.
My wife, she got pretty ill over the bank holiday weekend, and
different rules, isn't it?
It's different ruals.
Different rules in Brian's house.
It's
Brian,
different rules, yeah. So I didn't get much sympathy when I was ill.
Let me tell you the sympathy Brian got. I messaged her after about 2 weeks. Because I was even getting sick of it at this point, but I knew what response I'd get. So I said to her, how's our poorly soldier? Is he all right? Is he getting better? And she went, I am sick of him and I'm sick of it. And I went, yeah, that's lovely from you, Lorraine. But then what happens? We get to the bank holiday.
She got poorly sick, and we all know she's a princess.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah, Brian wasn't allowed out to play past 9
I wasn't
o'clock.
allowed out past a certain time, so I had to be back. She... certainly wears the trousers in our household.
She does, yeah.
And I had to get her medicine and everything that she didn't do for me, I had to do for myself, and then I had to do for her. So, yeah, it was a tough bank holiday.
But good in equal measures.
Very good in equal measures. Other than that, I haven't been up to anything personal, really, apart from on Saturday, we had a new sofa day. So that was exciting. A big trip to DFS.
Tumbleweed that, Harry.
Yeah, cut that, Harry. So we had a big trip to DFS. We got brand new sofas, plural. We are moving house in August. And
where are you moving?
We are moving to Wokenham.
Yeah.
We are moving.
Nice house.
Lovely house. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And but my wife at the weekend decided just 12 weeks early to start packing everything up. So
oh my God.
We have a completely bare house.
New sofa before you move?
Arriving on the day of move. So
to the new place?
To the new place.
My sister's house.
Your sister's house, yeah. So she...
Lovely.
We can talk about this actually, Rich, because you and your sister... and I know she watches because she's been liking all the videos ripping you.
Yeah.
You and your sister are
sorry, all the videos are ripping me.
Yeah.
Every single one.
And she likes every one of them.
Yeah. So it's
but you and your sister are like
supportive.
night and day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But black sheep of the family, I was.
Yeah, she's very organised, and like her house is pristine, and yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
No, she is prim, proper, intelligent, sensible, doesn't drink. You name it. I mean, if you wrote a list of things that I am or do, she would be the opposite of those things.
And what about your other sister?
She's somewhere in the middle. She's got a little bit of my craziness, but she's still sensible and a nice human in general.
Yeah, because your sister's moving to America, which is like completely out of character, she's saying.
Yeah, free holiday for me.
Yeah, nice. Where are they moving? Texas?
No, San Francisco or San Diego. It's California, basically. Yeah, San Francisco, I think, or just outside.
Nice. It'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to, mate, personally?
Well, if we're going back that far...
Because you cancelled the last 2.
I didn't cancel the last 2. I cancelled one of them.
What about yesterday?
That was the one.
And last Monday?
No, you cancelled it. I turned up to a meeting and you said I was sweating from my nose because I was hungover.
Right, you were hungover.
Yeah, and you said...
And you were sweating from your nose.
But I turned up to the meeting. I was fully engaged, ready to rumble. And you called me on the way home from that meeting. You said, nah.
No, don't worry.
Today.
Because we will find out later why that I couldn't do it to you last Monday. Anyway, yes, tell us what you've been up to in your personal life.
I don't know why I do this. So my missus was away.
Right.
She went to Austin, Texas on business for a whole week. So I had to babysit my own children.
I'm not sure whether it classes as babysitting if you're their dad.
Right.
I think it's just parenting.
Well, I see it as that. Anyway, it was quite a good week. We all got on well. We had a good time. Until one day when I had a board meeting at a ridiculous time and I had to go and pick them up from school, drop them off, try and get back. Yeah, it was a disaster.
Yeah, it was a tough day.
Forgot the water bottle twice for Reagan.
Yeah.
Teacher ended up mugging me off, so you get on with her. Second time I walked up without the water bottle, she just went, oh. And I went, oh, come on.
And there was a note at home, wasn't there? Left.
Yeah, that's the ironic thing, is there was a note on the kitchen surface saying, remember water bottle. Forgot it 2 out of 4 times. So
Going back to that day, I remember the day that we had the board meeting.
Yeah.
One of my gripes the other week was roadworks, and it is mental at the moment.
Oh my God.
It is everywhere.
The other day,
you cannot get round it.
The other day, so it's taken me about 3 times as long to get to work, to the office, as it normally would. And the other day, I was stuck in this traffic, left a voice note, absolutely moaning about the roadworks. And on the way home of that day, they'd put 2 new ones up on top of the ones that I was moaning about. I'm like, you know the Truman Show? And they're just deliberately... I think people are doing that to me.
Yeah, even the council's mugging you off.
Yeah. Like the council's at it. I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere you were just sat in a little control room going...
Well, I mean, I've got to say... the reaction to all the videos, and I'm going to give my props to Harry this week. Your editing on those videos has been sensational.
Yeah, fantastic, Harry.
It's been so good. But
I've been, just FYI, just in terms of the score, I've had 5 people answer the phone to me. 3 of them called me Bex, 2 of them called me Ricky. So I'm seeing that as a win. Even though I know all of them are a mug off, I'm taking that as a 3-2 win.
Well,
you got to get your wins somewhere.
I've been in the office for 3 days and you've been called Ricky a few times.
I'm just talking about the phone, Brian.
Right.
Don't ruin it.
Well, and actually, going off the cuff, we found Harry's lookalike this morning.
Yeah, we did.
Can we get that up, Harry?
Oh, God, yeah.
Can we get that up?
Come on, H-Dog.
So, one of my favourite songs in the whole world is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. A great song. And we were travelling the other day back. Harry, my music wasn't too bad, was it? You enjoyed it?
No, yeah, I have equally
He's
poor
trying to prove
music
a point against
taste.
me via you.
So,
I've never heard of the Goo Goo Golds or whatever they're called, by the way.
You would have heard of this song. Iris is a legendary song from City of Angels. It's
You're just saying words that don't mean anything to me.
iconic song. Harry, can we play the Goo Goo Dolls for everybody?
No.
As well? No, just show who you look like.
You're pushing him past his...
No, it's not
levels.
pushing me past my technical limit. We're pushing me past my legal limit because I don't want the video to get taken.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Oh, calm yourself down, Poppy.
Podcast police.
Oh, hold on.
Podcast police
Yeah.
are back.
Yeah, sorry. Zuckerberg's going to be all over it, isn't he?
Here we go.
So, there's Harry in...
But people are going to think, well, hold on a minute. I've seen little glimpses of Harry. That doesn't look like him.
No.
Do we want to show the old photo, Harry?
It definitely does look like you. Do you know his name?
Sorry, Harry's going on about his weight loss again.
No, I'm just no. What do you mean again? I've never mentioned it before.
Yeah.
All right.
A few times.
Oh, yeah.
Mentioned it in your interview, I think.
Richard put it in his next TED talk.
Meet Harry.
There he is.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Bosh. Yeah.
There he is.
Bosh. Yeah,
There
fantastic
you are.
stuff.
Brilliant. You like it? Go back to the other one. You're like a wish Lewis Capaldi.
Somebody stopped me in London once.
Lewis Crapaldi.
So when I lived in London, I used to ride a push scooter to work and back, and I looked more like that at the time. And a guy stopped me in the street, and he went, "Oh, are you that singer?" And I said, "What singer?" And he went, "Capaldi." And I said, "No, I'm not."
He's a good guy, Capaldi.
He is, he's a funny bloke.
Not so much Crapaldi.
Yeah.
The final thing that I think we should be talking about today is this astonishing fact that we heard.
Well, talking of Harry.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about our wives and our love
just
for
love
our
them so
wives.
much.
They are,
My wife.
brilliant people.
Yep.
But Harry then told us that he has never had an argument with his wife. Now, I'm calling.
I mean, there's no way.
I mean, it's true. It is true.
Can we ask her this?
You can ask her. But I
Send
mean,
her a WhatsApp now saying, I'm in the middle of a podcast.
I can't. My phone's legitimately on airplane mode because of that.
Right.
But we just don't. We've never. We've been together 10 years, and it depends what you define as an argument.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Because
Goalposts are changing.
No, the closest has been like one person says like, that's annoying me, and then the other person will say, "Oh, sorry."
That's the closest to an argument you've ever had.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's exactly like me and Lorraine, to be honest.
But so if you're classifying an argument as like raised voices, we've never raised our voices at one another.
What?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different.
Hold on, I'm asking your sister now. Oh no, she's left.
She will confirm though that. But the thing is about me and my wife is when I met her, my entire outlook on life changed. Like yeah, I can't get into it without being too cheesy, but like.
Or don't then.
Yeah, okay.
We're here now.
Yeah, don't then.
We've gone full cheddar.
But no, full cheddar. No, yeah, she's really cool.
I'm starting to understand why.
My wife's really cool,
Oh,
but we
yeah,
still
what
have
you
a
saying about-
row.
what you
No, I
saying about
know,
Lorraine?
but like we just don't.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, moving on,
Move it on.
because I think you're talking.
Yeah.
No, it's nice though. We like that.
Yeah.
So, moving on to purposeful.
Oh, sorry.
Cut that, Harry.
No, don't cut that, Harry.
Moving on to purposeful people. So, what we want to do in this section. Oh my god.
This is one of my. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good that you can't mug me
No,
off.
it's
I can just
so
mug
good.
myself
Oh,
off.
that's the beauty of it. I can just be
So-
nice like I normally am, and you do it to yourself.
We're looking at purposeful people and people that we've had on the podcast. So last week we spoke about the brilliant Ollie Newton and everything he kind of is doing and achieving. And this week I wanted to talk about Dwayne Nathan Jack. So this was one of the most powerful podcasts in my mind that stands out to me. So Dwayne is someone who really articulate. You remember after this podcast, Rich, you kind of came up to me and was like jaw on the floor. It was like
wild.
it was madness.
He'd been macheted in the head, like
Yeah.
all sorts.
Yeah. So he grew up in care, gangs, prison, stabbed, shot, and I think one of the brilliant things about Dwayne, I spoke to him this week, funny enough. He has completely turned his life around. So he was in and out of prison for 17 years. And he now inspires other CEOs of businesses. He's a motivational speaker. I don't know whether you remember when we came off the podcast that you were like, he speaks so brilliantly.
For someone who's he's literally had the sort of two halves of life. One half, he's basically a gang member doing all sorts, and the second half, he's this articulate, super positive, high energy guy, and you can tell that he just walks in a room and has an impact on everyone. He's a proper dude.
Every time I speak to him, I come off the phone and I'm inspired, and he's doing some incredible work. He's put loads of effort into the framework around what he's doing, and he's working with loads of successful CEOs to sort of help them find their true self, and it motivates them to do better. So,
Dude.
Yeah, proper lad, tough upbringing, and he's the pinnacle for me of someone who can turn their life around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, talk
and impact people. So I put I put a load of stuff down today. So I know we like to talk about numbers, right? So care experienced adults are around 1% of the population, but they make up 25% of the adult prison population, which is a mad stat when you think about it. They're 4 times more likely to die before 25. Yeah, I mean that even blew my mind when you think about it. It just shows that they're just in a different world to most people. I know that he had some sort of involvement in county lines. They're recruiting runners from age 7. Like they've honed their grooming pattern.
One of the statistics around county lines and children in care is children in care are 75% more likely to be exploited when they're out of area. So as they get moved up and down the country, obviously they're on their own, right? So when they moved out of area, one of the big reasons we started our children's homes was to try and bring children home if it was safe to do so.
100%.
But the exploitation, obviously, of gangs and the county lines runners, it's so much easier to exploit someone if they're out of area because they're lonely, they want money. It's a mad statistic, really.
I remember when we were talking to, I think it might have been Kieran, but it might not have been Kieran, it might have been him, but someone was talking about county lines and they were talking about one of the tactics that they do is they get you into debt. So the debt could be anything. So they might give you drugs to sell and they might say, give you, I don't know, like 10 grams or something. And then when they come back to get the money, they'll be like, I gave you 20 grams. And there's nothing you can do about it. And now you're going to work the extra 10 off of me and now I own you. And like they do a lot of that.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of that. And what happens a lot is they give them the product and then we'll rob the product back and they still owe the money. So story of someone that I heard is a lot of the county lines guys are picking up. Now I'm no expert on this, but I do know quite a bit about it. So a lot of them are picking up more private school young people now. And what they'll do is they'll entice them in with trainers or whatever it is. And I know 2 families that have had to move out of area into witness protection. It's crazy. I think the statistics, I don't know whether you've got them there, but I think the statistics around children in care in young offenders is around about 75%. Don't back me on that because I haven't got a laptop
that's
like
not
you,
one of the ones. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, that's not one of the ones I got. But I was more focused on, because obviously a lot of what I talk about lately has been around sort of purpose and sort of having something to build, right? And so I was looking at stats. 70% of children leaving custody reoffend within 12 months. But the single biggest predictor of not reoffending is having something to do or go to when you get out. So i.e. purpose. So like if they've got a job, if they've got a business idea, something waiting for them on the outside, it is the single biggest thing that will stop them from going back inside again, which is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it like that, everything we do is around people and purpose. And I would imagine alongside that is if you've got the right people around you when you come out, children, partner, family, if you've got the right people around you when you're in there, it is the thought process of not reoffending to go back inside. So again, with people and purpose, if you've got both of them, you're less likely to reoffend.
100%.
Yeah, 50%. Half of all children in custody have care experience, but they only make up 2% of the general child population.
That's wild, man.
It's mad.
And care experienced young people are 10 times more likely to be criminalised for minor offences than their peers.
Yeah. I mean, the care sector is, I know we're in it and I won't delve too much into it, but it is it's wild and lots of people advocating for what's going on with it. But something needs to be done around that for children in care. We speak a lot about it, but they need more. Mm-hmm. We need to be doing more for them.
Yeah.
Can I ask one question?
Of course.
When we were in the car the other day and we were travelling, you were saying something about how the school can be local, but I can't remember what it was, whether it was fostering or what, but it can be national.
So a lot of young people are, because of the lack of foster carers in terms of like area wise, if the young people go into residential, generally it's out of area. So a lot will try and keep in area, but there's 107,000 young people in care at the end of, I think it was 24 or 25 nationally. So more children are going into care, but obviously the supply of young people, the young people much outweigh. No, the demand much outweighs the supply of houses. So a lot of children's homes are coming through, but now obviously with supported accommodation being regulated and children's homes being regulated, which is absolutely right, it's harder to find bed spaces in area. So they're moving out of area. But a young man that I used to know was 20 miles out of area, but he would still come to school in area to keep him around his friends and what was going on. And, you know, the cost of taxis for that was extortionate. And, you know, councils do a great job in trying to keep them in area, but sometimes I was visiting kids in Scotland, in Manchester, who were moved out of area, who I was mentoring here years ago. So, yeah, it's crazy, really. And what I find with care experienced children and adults is they are some of the most resilient people you'll ever meet.
Loyal as well.
Loyal,
to a job.
resilient. I mean,
that's what's always killed me, is from my experience, and it's only fairly limited in the time that we've been doing it, is like, if you actually look at the characteristics of someone that's care experienced or care leaver, or even in care, is, like you said, they're resilient, they work hard, they're loyal. You know, it means more to them because it's pretty much all they've got and they need it to work. And so the stigma around hiring people in care baffles me, because actually if you used a bit of brain power and looked into it, they're some of the best workers. They'll massively improve your company, but people just don't think like that.
But I guess one of my biggest sort of vices in life and struggles was trust. So to trust people is also harder. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you get people in care to trust you, they will. As soon as my biggest thing is around people staying in your life, my importance was having people who stayed in my life and was that were able to guide me in the right direction when a lot of the time I went in the wrong direction. Having people to stay is so important, and once you gain the trust of these young people and adults, they will do anything for you. It's just the way it is. I think you see that with me. It's like I will do anything for anyone as long as I trust and are getting something back for it, you know. So, any celebrities?
Yeah. So I was looking at it. Do you know what? I don't know if this is obvious to people or not, but I actually learned a little bit about him. So Stormzy. So he obviously raised in Croydon, Ghanaian mum, single mum, and he was going down a path that was similar to Dwayne. School exclusions, multiple, suspended, got involved in gangs, started getting arrested. And what saved him actually wasn't a teacher at school, it was the Baptist at his local church. So basically he had a conversation with his mum voiced what was going wrong and how worried she was, and he pulled him in and taught him how to perform. And that's where he learned like the power of music, and he sort of found that thing that he was amazing at. And if you skip forward, I mean, obviously he's done it all, headline Glastonbury, first black British solo artist to do it. He's had Mercury nominations. But what he did then... Oh, sorry, Harry, was that your notifications going off in a live podcast? Yeah, fair enough.
I think it's probably his wife having a row with him.
But he didn't just stop there. And I think this is a pattern for so many people. Go through some stuff. Have a self-realization that there's more to life than what I'm doing. Find a bit of a purpose, something to sort of build, something to belong. And then when they start to make it, they look behind them and they start to help others. So he founded the Stormzy Scholarship at Cambridge for black students. Then he expanded it to Oxford. He's written books. He's literally built pathways for thousands of kids. So I thought that was quite a relevant story, because it just seems to be a pattern time and time again.
There's people giving back and wanting to help.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. They appreciate the help that they received, and they want to do the same.
Want to give back. Yeah.
Similar to us, right?
Yeah. 100%.
And the other thing that I wanted to talk about was sort of like obviously we were talking about my TED talk in the last one. I don't like to go on about it, but I did do a TED talk. But what I learned was I don't like to talk about it.
Oh no, I haven't even heard it.
But there was, I don't know if this is boring to you or not, but I think this is fascinating. So there was a psychiatrist called Viktor Frankl. He survived 4 concentration camps, including Auschwitz, like during the war. and he wrote this incredible book that sold 10 million copies, Man's Search for Meaning. And he wrote it in 9 days after he got out. And his argument was that he viewed thousands and thousands of people being executed, dying. But he said time and time again, the ones that survived were the ones who had a why. They had a person to get back to, a child to get back to, something to get back to. And he'd made this real connection that, that time and time again, people gave up hope if they didn't have something that they were sort of living
Clinging
for.
onto, right?
And, it just goes straight back into purpose. I think it is so, so important, no matter where you are in life, happy, sad, good or bad, that you have something that you really believe in.
Yeah, agreed. No, I didn't find that boring at all. That was a very interesting fact. I've heard of him before.
Yeah, I haven't heard the book. I might read it.
Yeah, I haven't read the book, but I may get it on audio book. Because the only book I've ever read is Roger Red Hat.
Yeah.
So let's move on to what we're building. We've had real exciting weeks in terms of ourselves and what we've been doing. Massive thank you to everyone that's listening to this. I got home the other day and Lorraine was listening to our whole podcast and I just laughed a few times.
Yeah.
More at me than you.
Obviously. That's not true. I keep getting people saying that my facial expressions are everything.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means because
Yeah.
I'm not deliberately trying to make facial
No.
expressions. The other thing that blew my mind was I went home. Are you coughing again? The other thing is I went home and Lisa, my missus, my wife, she was watching one of the videos and laughing. Blew my mind.
It would have been at me, not you. I'm
Yeah,
just throwing it out there.
fair
And you
enough.
know that as well. It was, wasn't it? Which one was it?
Well, I just think, I think there's no you without me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like Ant and Dec.
Let's not go there again. Oh. Anyway, so yeah.
Ant and
Got that, Harry.
and old Stephen Mulhern over there. He's our backup.
Stephen Mullet-Hearn.
Let's not talk
Oh,
about
that
hair,
is good
Rich.
from
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Well, actually,
Harry,
I love that.
on.
I
We
love
left
that. Now,
We left that in episode 1.
we did have that in episode 1, but I was having a text conversation with Rich the other day because he sent a picture in the group. And I said, I'm going to put this out there to everybody. If we get 100 likes on this video that Harry's going to create, I will shave Rich's hair on the podcast. So we need 100 likes and I will shave Rich's head on the podcast to back up. That's all right? That's what you said?
I mean,
There's music to my ears.
I said I would do it on the podcast. What I didn't say was, Brian, make an announcement on the next podcast saying that if we get a load of likes, you're going to shave my head. Like, we didn't plan that.
Sorry, just to clarify, we need 100 likes, and on the next podcast, we will shave your head.
That's not that many.
No, but
I mean,
we haven't had over 20, mate. So
Yeah. Do your job, yeah. Do your job.
yeah.
So, yeah. We're doing ours.
So yeah, 100 likes on this video. 100 likes on this video that Harry's going to put out, and we are going to shave Rich's head on the next podcast, and everybody wants to see that. So he'll go back from Ricky Gervais to become Shane Ward. Agreed?
Yeah, I guess so.
Deal made. Your wife loves you with a skinhead.
Yeah, I mean, that was...
She loves you without a skinhead, sure.
Yeah.
Depends what his name is.
Yeah, move on.
Right, what we've been building, I'll let you take this one because you've been doing some exciting stuff over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, my ADHD is kicked in big style. So basically, we were... how do I tell this story? So, we're not...
Without slagging any nurses off or anything, please.
I'm just trying not to slag people off. I'll tell you the story from a different way. So,
Oh yeah, if you could.
a couple of our managers, our MDs, they said to us the other day, we've got a really complex process for doing invoices. And I looked at it and I thought to myself, yeah, that is rubbish. Why are we wasting so much time doing it that way? I think that I can take a bit of AI and I think I can build them a little platform that helps that problem. And so I went away and then I hyper-focused like crazy. And about 2 days later, I came back with a invoicing platform for them that totally blew their mind. Like finance can't believe it. They can't believe it. It's going to save so much time. But then I looked at it and I thought to myself, well, this is the beginning of a CRM and I'm loving this. So I'm going to...
Yeah, because we haven't been talking about CRM since last year, have we?
No, we haven't been. And we have actually been investing money in a build and it wasn't really going the right way. So I then spent the next week turning the invoicing platform into a full-blown CRM. We're now a week after that and almost ready to test it. And I mean, Brian hasn't seen it yet, which is annoying because you could have talked about it. But I can tell you now, it does things that no other CRM on the market does. It's totally tailored towards what we do. And our managers are buzzing to get going with it. So, yeah it just blows my mind that in this day and age, you can, you know, if you'd have told me 2 months ago that I'd build a CRM, I'd be like, what? No way.
Well, I guess that moves me into, you're probably better to talk about this than me, is like kind of the ridiculous world of AI. Yeah, and it's great. You told me something the other day about young people not wanting to use AI.
Yeah.
My kids are the same. They're like, they don't want to use AI. But
Yeah.
tell us a bit about how AI has changed kind of, you've kind of been involved in it more in terms of the tech side of things. Tell us how it's changed sort of problem solving and what you can build and how much easier and time it saves.
Well, I think particularly people with ADHD, neurodiversity, it's totally changed the game for them. Because if you think about it, right, I could sit there in a board meeting and I could have 2 or 3 ideas, and having to take that idea an hour later, put it down onto paper, really think about it, put strategy behind it, and then develop on that. Times 3 would almost be impossible. Times 1 is difficult because it left your mind. Let's say you were recording that conversation and you put the transcript into an AI. The AI would help you to get your ideas to paper in a flash, and it means that your pace of creation is so fast that you can start to do, you can almost keep up with the pace of your mind, if that makes sense. And that's what I've found with me. The other thing it does, which you should definitely use it more for, is it helps you keep organized. So it will do all of that for you. You can plug it into your emails to reply to the easy ones. You can plug it into your calendar so that when someone says let's meet, then it just books it for you. There's so much stuff that you can weave it in, and I think people are quite scared of doing that because they almost feel like we're turning into robots and we're not using our own mind. But I see it as it's helping me to use my mind. I'm getting what's keeps me stuck just done in an instant. And so yeah, when I wouldn't have been able to even think about planning a CRM a month ago, and suddenly you're talking 2 weeks later and I've built one from scratch with no help. That's how good it is.
So there's a cute little dig in the middle there, but so just tell us from the other perspective, what are the problems with it? Because I know now when I see lots of things coming through that it's losing personal touch.
Yes.
Right? So tell me some of the sort of cons of it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's one of them, isn't it? It's like we've been on email chains before where you just know someone's written that email through AI. And the worry for me is if you're talking about a legal letter or something, and you just knew that had come from AI. Now, in theory, the letter was probably right. But the issue is, if the person sending it didn't write it, they don't actually have the knowledge of what's in it. They might have read it, but it didn't come from them, so they don't really know it. So what you've got is you've then suddenly got robots talking for you. And quite often someone's going to reply with their robot, and before long, you're taking the humans out of it, and it's doing the decision-making for you. So I think there's a little bit of that. I think, losing lack of personalization is a prime one. Bad AI, you can tell that it's AI. You wouldn't be able to with mine. I've programmed it well. It knows me. I keep telling it my tone of voice and how I talk and give it transcripts, and you've got to really train these things up. But when you do, it just speeds up how you communicate. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely one of the worries.
What industry do you think are most at risk?
Legal.
So you think the legal industry, as in solicitors, lawyers,
Yeah. Because think about what it takes to be a lawyer, right? You spend all of those years memorizing information, cases, stuff about your whatever sector that you're in, process, And then all of a sudden, this machine comes along that I think it passed the bar in like an hour. I don't know how long it takes to pass the bar, but it's probably like 4 or 5 years. It's a long time. Whatever it is, it's a huge, huge piece of work and knowledge base, and it did it in an hour. Now, it remembers everything. So, you know, we've done it at work. Let's face it. We've looked at things that we would maybe have asked a solicitor.
Oh, I mean, look,
it's given us better advice than the solicitor would.
The time saving is wild.
Yeah.
I guess one of the problems I found with it is, one, it's a very positive. ChatGPT, especially, we've moved over to Claude now, but ChatGPT was very positive.
Only if you tell it to be positive.
Well,
though.
it's naturally.
But you can go into the settings and you can say, this is your persona, this is how I want you to challenge me, this is your tone of voice.
The problem is, though, is that it still wants to service you.
Yeah.
So if you say to it, if it gives you something that is information and you say, no, that's wrong, it will almost always agree with your sentiment that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Because you are still the master and it is still the servant, is a big part of the problem. So if it were to scan a legal document and say, blah, 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 I found this in it, and then you respond with, actually, you've missed this clause in there about XYZ, it would then tend to agree with you that it had missed that clause, or it would give you some false reason as to why it omitted that clause. I think just to intercede for just to share my opinion on it for a second.
Yeah, because we asked for that.
Yeah, I know, but
Go away.
all right.
Obviously, quite passionate about it, aren't you, Princess?
I am.
When Harry gets going.
I personally, just because I think that it is extraordinarily powerful, and I think that, but my concern with it is that people are almost giving it. I think the analytical side of things is where it's really, really powerful, but I think people do have a tendency to give it too much credit in terms of the more basic thinking element.
Like if someone's going to use it idiotically.
Speaking of using it idiotically.
Good Christ on a bike.
That is
scary.
phenomenal. And
it's
more like Lee Carsley than Shane Ward.
Yeah, I was going to say, I now know that I'm definitely going to have to get to Turkey.
Yeah, we are 100 likes. That's all it's going to take for Rich to look like Lee Carsley or Thomas Gravison.
Sorry, I knew I was going to say something.
No,
boring,
it's
so
great. I'm glad you cut yourself. I'm glad you cut yourself off, mate, because I'm dozing off.
Has Harry just cut himself off?
Yeah.
Oi, by mugging me off.
No, listen, I agree with all of what you're saying, and I think it's a scary time for people in terms of industry, because what it's helped us with, certainly, there are people using it who are much better trained than we are using it, and I think some industries are going to go over the next few years.
100%. The fact of the matter is, it's a tool. So what people are seeing it as, is it going to replace me? Is it going to replace this person? Is it going to replace this? No. What it does is you bolt it onto a really good brain, and that partnership becomes frightening.
Yeah.
And that's the way that I see AI. Is I would never be able to code a web platform. Now I can, and it's not making mistakes in that. And when it does, it checks for itself. And then, so I think,
it's
different use cases.
It's using it for what it's there for, right?
Yeah, web developers is another one. Screwed.
So we met Jade from Provisions Plus.
We did.
So she came down and did a full audit on the site. So that was a really exciting day, and we're really chuffed with where we're at as an alternative provision.
And then you did a recruitment video, didn't you?
We did. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that, Harry, the recruitment video.
I really liked it. Bit of feedback for you though, Harry. I sent it to you, didn't I?
Oh yeah, he criticised the fact that the first frame of the video was out of focus.
Yeah, it's probably more than a frame, but like the first 10 seconds you weren't in focus.
He was.
Basic.
So I think that
error.
he looked at like an Instagram version of it or something, or
Right.
some shared version.
Yeah.
Because I went back and looked at the project files, and it's literally the first frame.
Yeah. But do you know what was really lovely about that video is we spoke to a lot of staff, and that another one that went out was a shorter form of it. spoke to a lot of staff in that, and actually the reasons that they all work here and they enjoy the work they do and the people they work with. It was really nice actually that day, because you hadn't met a lot of them. It was nice that day to hear from everybody and why they work for Story and why they love it so much. So yeah, that was cool. So yeah, good week. So we move on to gripes now.
Well, we changed it, didn't we? We actually changed it.
Yeah.
It's not just gripes anymore.
No.
We realised that gripes is only going to last so long. Yes, I am quite a miserable guy and there's a lot of things that annoy me.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time I was trying to explain to the guys was that I don't really have much justification for it. You know what I mean? I just don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not really a talking point. So then I decided that potentially we could turn this section into gripes for sure, but also stories, like interesting stories, funny stories, annoying stories, just things that we want to share.
Yeah.
So do you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, I will. Mine's a bit of both actually. Mine is a gripe, and my gripe is tall people at music concerts. So I'm what am I? Probably 5'12", 6 foot, just touching on 6 foot.
Definitely don't cut that, Harry.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the fact that I was stood next to you during the week and I'm taller than you and I'm 5'10".
Yeah, he's 5'8" at a push.
So 5'8". Sorry, yeah, you two are tall, really tall.
Taller than you, though, aren't we?
5'8". Yeah,
Are
but
we taller than you? Yes or no?
I'm taking the mick out of myself,
I know,
and then you're hang. I need to do
you don't
your
like
work
it when people
for
go
you.
at you.
Oh, I didn't realise you were joking.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be 6 foot if I got the inner soles that
Yeah.
make you grow 3 inches.
You know about them, though, don't you?
Yes, I
You've
do.
worn them, haven't
I
you?
have looked. No, not worn them yet.
Right.
So particular story. I took my daughter out to Germany to watch Adele. She wanted to watch, so I bought it for her birthday. And we went out there and stayed the night. And we were relatively close to the stage. We were probably about 30 rows back from the stage. So we were quite close. Anyway, build up to time up until the concert. And the 2 seats literally in front of us, but one, were empty. So we could see everything.
Lovely.
Right? So I'm stood here, Rihanna stood on the left. 1 minute before Adele comes on, this lady walks in, right? Her husband's about my size. She is about, I'm not kidding, she was about 6'4", with hair that added another foot on.
That's 6'1" in your height, by the way. FYI.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So they walked in and Rianne had to stand on a chair and ruin it for everybody behind her to be able to see the stage. And the husband knew what was going on. He knew the crack. He kept looking around and feeling terrible for everyone. But not only was she tall and blocked out, she danced, so her hair was blocking 2 or 3 rows out. Me and Rianne were like, this is wild. Like, it is mental. She did not care who was behind us. So I think there should be a system with music concerts where tall people have to go further back. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I vote in favour of that.
Thank Harry?
Yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks. That's my story, guys. Rich, what's yours?
Right, well, very different vibe. So my story, I don't know why I do this to myself because you do enough of it anyway, but my story is probably a Hall of Fame story for me.
Right.
So there are definitely going to need to be some bleeps in this, Harry. So basically, I was late for the train. I was going to the train station. I got dropped down, but I was running late. And as I was pulling up to the station, getting a lift, I felt my tummy rumble.
Right.
And I needed a dump. So I only had one choice, and that choice was to walk into Wokingham Station, and I had to quickly go for a number 2. And while I was sat there, you heard the tannoy announcement going, the train it will be shortly pulling into the platform. So I've gone, oh no, I've rushed, I've done what I needed to do, pulled my trousers up, and I've walked out into the main foyer, the station bit. I've walked up to I haven't got my ticket yet, so I'm rushing. Luckily, there was only one person there. They were just going. So I got there and I ordered my train ticket, and the ticket guard looked at me and just made a bit of a face, but I didn't really think much of it. Then I get a tap on the shoulder, and it's this little old lady, and she goes, "Excuse me, you've got toilet roll hanging out of your trousers." All right. Now, to make matters worse, it was Ascot week, and the whole station was filled with people dressed to the nines. So I've got the toilet roll. I've pulled it out.
Oh, we're doing actions.
I've got the
Right.
I've got the toilet roll. I pulled it out of my trousers, and I'm still trying to wait for my ticket. And the ticket guard looks down, horrified.
Right.
And I look down, and the toilet paper had been used.
Oh.
Right. I am dying. So she's given me the ticket. I've turned round, and I reckon there were about 100 people in this station. I'd say it was cleanly split down the middle.
Cleanly.
It wasn't
the wrong
clean.
word
Well,
to use.
yeah, clean, probably not clean. Was split down the middle. 50% of them dying. Now, I mean bent over dying, laughing their heads off, and 50% of them absolutely horrified. No bin. So I've walked past them all, wading through them. I've gone through the ticket thing, still holding it, gone all the way to the platform, gone the other side. They're all coming out onto the platform. They're all literally just pointing at me and laughing. And the first time I could get rid of it was when I got on the train. And forevermore, I've been called tail.
Oh.
Yeah. And to say this has gone down is an understatement. I was at a wedding, and someone I used to work with brought it up at the table and said, "Come on, tell your shoot stuff story." So I had to tell it. And just as I was telling it, my phone went, and it was Jack, who worked for us, was at another wedding, telling it as I was telling it and FaceTiming me to show me. I was ridiculed. Lisa hung up on me 3 times with me trying to tell her the story because she was laughing too much, couldn't cope with it.
Yeah.
And forevermore, shit tell. So
Yeah.
there's your story.
It does feel a little bit like, I mean, a lot of people have found the content funny of what we've been doing. But this week, I wanted to be a bit nicer because I started feeling a bit bad.
You don't do nice, Brian.
No, I do nice. And like that story there is just like Jack was ringing you and taking the mick as well. So I feel like you need a little bit of a break this week. So it's your question first. We move on to questions. Your question first this week. Oh, no, we've got Harry's questions first.
Yeah, I've got some questions.
Yeah, and then we're going to move on to our questions.
There's
But I want
I
you
know-
not to worry.
I know from your face that it's bad. I can tell from your grin, mate. You give it away.
No.
I've gone easy this week.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, if you go easy, I'll go easy.
Some might say a bit boring.
Oh,
I'll be honest, I only remembered that we were doing it today, so
Yeah.
I had to scramble for something. So,
yeah. Harry did mention it was a bit boring.
Yeah. Did you, Harry?
No, he
No,
wouldn't do
I
that.
didn't say boring.
Yeah, I mean, to the point where we might always cut it.
No, we're not cutting it. Let's go, Harry.
My
Let's
Because
question.
have your
I know
question.
what the video is going to be. I'm gonna start talking about it, and it's going to be you're going to put tumbleweeds edited on it.
No,
You're
no,
gonna
it's
put
not going to be like
faces.
you can't not do a question. You
Yeah.
should have prepared more.
Yeah,
Maybe get on your laptop. Right, your question.
No, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
but yeah.
If you, yeah.
I can just tell from his eating grin where we're going with this. Cool.
Rich would win. In
Yeah,
that,
I'm backing myself.
yeah, much.
I've been to the gym with the big guy. Doesn't
Yeah.
like a weight.
No, much bigger arms than me.
Oh, he gave in quick though, didn't he?
Well, no, I'm happy to admit it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Were you expecting an argument on that one?
No, I know. Well, I mean, I was hoping for one.
You're
But
right.
these are shots in the dark, aren't they? Oh,
No.
that's this job.
You've
Any
absolutely- I
thoughts?
mean, he's absolutely killed me.
Yeah, I forgot that I'd done
Pretty much my question.
Yeah, I forgot I'd done that.
It's pretty much my question.
No.
He's literally Harry has literally ruined the entire episode with that.
No. Well, no is the answer.
I did this 2 weeks ago.
You could have got the BBC.
Oh,
up
when
we could have gone into
Rich
it a bit
cancelled.
more.
Um.
I mean, while we're here,
Oh, you're going to ask your
yeah.
question.
Well, that is the question. So, obviously, files have been released now. So, I'm not giving up on this. How can you not believe that aliens exist when they are literally releasing files saying they exist? Like, I need to
We've just
Treat this as a little psychology session. You're on the couch. I want to know your thinking behind it. I want to know where you're coming from. Where are you at?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't read the files.
No, you don't need to read them. Just know they exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they exist. So there's
So
loads.
does AI.
And there's another drop about to happen. And all the mainstream media outlets are reporting on it.
So when you can bring me some evidence, you haven't done it.
Well, they've just dropped it all.
No,
there's loads.
No, bring me some evidence that I'll read because I haven't read them. What I'm saying is, if you were better prepared, you'd bring me evidence of what you're talking about, and then I'd have a look and see what I think.
Okay. Would you consider that the BBC is a reputable news source?
Well, what I said to Harry the other day, because we were having this chat in the car the other day.
Feel free to get it up, Harry. I mean,
No, you don't need to. You just tried to get a picture of him in Ascot.
There you go.
What I would say is,
I can't believe it.
until something is. My thought process comes until I see something in black and white.
All right.
And I'm
If Harry was
interested
doing
in
his
reading
job,
it.
you'd see it.
Well, you wouldn't.
You would.
You wouldn't.
I mean, that's a really good question to ask.
Well, it would have been the way I would have put it would have been a lot better, a lot more interesting.
Go on then.
No,
We'll just do it.
I did, like I say, I did this 2 weeks ago.
it's
Put it
fine.
in your way.
No, it's fine.
All right.
I mean, you wanted it in black and white, like they're literally releasing videos and pictures of it in black and white.
Yeah, of a black rectangle. Yeah.
What
we just say?
What is that? What is that? What they're saying is it?
So what are you saying? So what are you saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying, like, I'm saying that they've just released
Papers and news outlets don't lie.
thousands of. No, they don't lie, but they don't. What I'm saying is,
Wow.
BBC typically won't report on something unless there's actual fact to it. Of course, there's fact to it.
And they won't.
And in this article, there is multiple videos and pictures of the stuff that they're releasing.
And that's the picture they've gone
they're
with.
saying, because it's infrared, but they're saying this is a UFO. This is a UFO. That is a picture from the moon. They don't know what that is. That is a moving object.
Oh,
what
so they don't know what it
blue
is.
no, they don't know.
rectangle.
Why do you think why the US Department of Defense is
Where's that,
sharing
sorry?
it? That's the moon.
But you said nobody landed on the moon.
Now, that's a different argument.
Right.
And we haven't had that argument on here yet.
Right.
I'd actually like
So
Harry.
is that people on the moon?
That's people on the moon taking a photo, and that is a
I
shit.
don't know where I am with you.
No, we're not talking about the moon. We're not talking about the moon today.
But they are on the moon.
because I
So
will get
we're
hammered because he will
But
hammer me.
sorry. So we're talking about the moon in the concept that you want us to see that UFO.
Hold on a minute. You
but
can't.
nobody's landed on the moon.
I said they didn't. The moon landings didn't happen back then. I didn't say we haven't been on the moon.
No, your argument.
Yeah, I didn't
Your
say-
argument was that we went back secretly.
Yeah, my argument is that in 1969 we did not land on the moon. It was propaganda. I'm not saying we haven't.
But that picture's real and nobody lies.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying your argument is completely invalid if you're saying nobody landed on the moon, but they've taken that picture on the moon.
Look, I see what
Harry?
I see what you're doing, because what you're doing is you're taking the actual question and you're diverting it to a completely different argument that I'm not here to talk about today.
Sorry.
I'm happy to
You
do a moon.
are saying to me.
I'm happy to do
Hold
a
on,
moon
hold
landings
on.
episode.
You show me a picture of an infrared. I'm not sure what that even is.
If you
on
want
the
me to
top one.
put, do you want me to put together like?
What is that?
I'm saying,
Is it a Kit Kat? Oh, what?
It's bad, isn't it?
Oh.
It's just tough. It's tough work with you.
What? No.
What is that in the sky that's moving erratically? Use at speeds that we can't
That
build.
is not the evidence. Are you
That's
sure?
lots of evidence
Well-
from military cameras, and they're saying we don't know what it is. We can't build something
so
that
they
moves
don't
like
know
that.
if it's UFO.
No, it is a UFO.
But they
The
don't know-
definition
you
of a
just said
UFO.
You said you don't know what it is.
Ah,
But yeah, UFO just means we don't know what it is.
yeah. This is tough work.
That
mate.
like
There we go.
Oh, that's a fly.
Way cleaner.
yeah. So a lot of these are balloons.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, just go down to the other one because Richie's saying he's seen what I've done. So,
Oh, we're going back to the moon landing.
Just for
we-
clarity though, because you're telling me to look at a UFO from the moon landing.
No,
so
that
you say didn't happen.
I wouldn't be talking about that one.
You
did
sent me
it.
this link.
No. But what I'm saying is, if I
You
wanted
asked
to
him to get it up.
demonstrate UFOs, I'd be showing you the video we were just watching. Multiple accounts of UFOs.
Yeah, I mean
From
the
reputable sources.
No, the argument
on
is,
the BBC.
the
And I'm
argument is
saying,
really good and
I'm
valid.
saying to you, but the thing is that you can't argue with idiots. It's like the internet, isn't it? You get into a comment or
I have never agreed with you more, Rich.
That's a dig at you. By the way.
You
So,
can't look at a video and go, "That's a fly." I mean, that is just. But how do I argue with someone like that? How do I even have a conversation with someone
How
like
can
that?
you make an argument of something where the moon landings didn't happen?
Oh, well,
but
go
now
back
they're
to the moon
taking a
land-
picture off the moon?
Yeah, I concede defeat. This ain't going nowhere.
It's not going Harry.
Anyway.
Harry, who is easier to argue with, me or Rich?
Easier. I don't know. I enjoy arguing with Rich more.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying,
I've got-
you're
I've
talking
actual
about
substance.
things that you
I've got-
completely
I don't say-
disagree on.
I say things like,
I feel.
I don't say things like that's a fly, just to try and prove a point
The
and
voice
bring
was-
up.
Oh, the voice was good. Is that the level you're going
That's
to?
what
The
you
voice
sound
was good.
like.
No, I said that's a fly. But sorry, Harry. The picture he's using there, he's told us 2 weeks ago that the moon landings didn't happen, but he's asking me to take on a UFO from the moon landing and a picture they took
I'm not asking you
with
to do.
their
I'm
HD
not
camera
asking
on the
You
moon.
did. You did.
I'm not
Until
asking you-
Brian made that point.
I'm not asking you to
have-
look at that. I'm asking you to look at the video that we were just watching.
So the BBC are lying in that one.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying they're lying. I'm saying I wanted you to look at the video and then
Right.
we could talk about it.
Right.
But
I
obviously,
did watch the video. I didn't know.
but you just make stupid comments
No,
and it's so pointless.
It was.
It's
good.
pointless.
It was really
You can't
good.
argue
Let's-
videos.
No, let's watch the video again. Hold on.
No,
No, let's.
because I
watch it
don't.
again.
I don't need your comments.
No, let's.
It's so
just
pointless.
Explain to me what I'm
No,
looking
because
at.
it is pointless. It's pointless.
That's a car on a motorway.
Oh God, get me home.
That's 3 balloons.
Oh, not sure what Harry thinks they're balloons. Oh, this one's good. Oh. what was it? Oh,
I'm not even entertaining.
God, that looks like a big UFO.
I'm not.
That one is definitely a balloon.
I'm not entertaining because balloons travel that fast.
What do you mean that
Just
travel
speed
that
the
fast?
video up.
This kills me. This is literally taking my soul.
Right, anyway, let's move
Yeah.
on to the next
alright.
question.
Let's go.
Uh,
That was painful.
You asked him to get it up, to be fair, and then didn't argue your case very well.
Proper ADHD. I didn't actually look at the article.
No, I knew you wouldn't have.
I knew you hadn't looked at it.
I knew the video. I'd seen it
First
before.
thing I did when you sent me it was I read every
No,
word.
oi,
in it,
to be
just
fair,
make
to
sure.
be fair.
I was
now
just
I've
looking for
seen-
one that was on a source you believe.
Now I've seen the video.
Yeah, you must be a
I
proper
am a believer.
Good. Good.
I genuinely believe
Good.
Space Jam was more real.
Oh, you do want that
than
clip
that.
again?
Well, no, I'm
It's your
just
favourite
saying.
one, isn't it? Come on,
30,000
Next
views on
question.
TikTok now.
I'm deflated. Oh,
Ah,
massive.
yeah.
Oh, I just it's,
Oh,
after that,
so-
it's tough to be nice after that, isn't it?
No, you don't need to be nice. I'll be nice. Describe each other's personalities. In what? What do you want? In a sentence?
Which says it that sentence.
Yeah.
I realise it's a big ask.
Yeah. No, I think Rich is one of the. He's one of the people in the world that gets me, and very rarely we disagree or argue on normal stuff. So we will disagree and we'll have a laugh, but I don't think we very rarely argue. So his personality is he's emotional, understanding, caring, and he'd do anything for anyone. If I was in trouble, he'd be the first one there.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult.
You can stick with massive mate.
No.
Don't you?
No, you are a massive. But I think, I would say all of that is pretty much you. The slight change that I'd make to it would be you're probably the most selfless person I've ever met in my life. And I think that's a positive because you'd do anything for anyone. You'd put anyone ahead of yourself. But it can also be a negative because you don't put yourself first enough.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
So I would, but yeah, same.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
I
have
like
done
that
that one
one.
before the aliens.
Yeah.
I've got a better answer.
Yeah.
Oh, who is your dream podcast guest? This, I've got an answer for this, and I don't, and I imagine there are better guests. Is my caveat to this.
Oh yeah, but they're not going to come on now.
No, as in like
I would
dream-
like this person, but actually, these lot would be better.
No, what I mean by that is like obviously this is like dream podcast guest could be anyone on the planet, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But-
to avoid that, we could say living or dead.
Yeah, but so that's sort of my point. Is it's I'm not going that far, but there is a person who I would love to have on our podcast who I just totally resonate with. So, and I've said it before. in previous episodes actually, but Tommy Mallet or Tommy Fordham.
Yeah.
So obviously he was on Towie and sort of playing a bit of a persona and definitely wearing masks, and we do a lot of talking about that. But I watched a program with him, and it was the first time I realised that I have ADHD. Before I actually went to a clinic and went through a process, because my wife brought me down and said, you need to watch this program and you just need to listen to how he's talking about himself. And I was watching it and I got emotional because he was literally describing me, my life, how he feels, the stuff he struggles with. And I found it really difficult to see that, because it's almost like holding a mirror up to yourself. Anyway, he's then gone on. He's changed his life. He's been super successful entrepreneurial. He's quite a positive guy. And I think that his story would be a phenomenal story for not just telling on our podcast, but also I see him as, I think he could be such an inspirational person for kids. I think telling that story and showing it to kids and saying you can go through all of this stuff and actually look at what you could do with it. And so, yeah, I think he's a bit of an out there one. It's not necessarily like Elvis, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. And he's also been through loads of adversity over the last year with the business and what happened and stuff like that. I think he would be a great guest. I think if we're going on someone who would be a good guest, I think someone doing some really good stuff at the moment is Dapper Laughs.
Yes.
He's created a charity called Men and Their Emotions. And I've seen a lot of stuff... he's been doing. So he obviously had loads of adversity as well. And he actively says he doesn't get booked for a lot of stuff because he's quite controversial.
He was very unfairly cancelled.
What he has been doing around men and their emotions and the mental health side and men talking, I mean, I resonate massively because I don't talk. You'll be able to vouch that
100%,
I'm not good with my emotions and talking and speaking out. I'm brilliant at giving advice, but I'm not so good at taking advice.
I saw a brilliant clip from his podcast the other day. I can't remember who he was interviewing, but the guy got quite emotional and then tried to stop being emotional, and he was like, "Let it out, man!" It's that tone that.
I remember that they would talk. I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about their children.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
Drinking.
Yeah.
While. I can't remember who it was, but it really, really good. He'd be someone I'd love to talk to and get a bit of an insight, because I think he could help a lot of people as well. I think he's a real funny guy.
Yeah, he is so funny.
I know a few people that know him, and they said that he's a really, really good guy.
I actually know someone who knows him. He boxes with him. He does a lot of boxing and does a lot of charity boxing fights and stuff like that. So you never know. We'll send this video to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who would be, just on that, Rich, who would be your dream guest away from anything we do?
Oh, man, it's risky territory for me. It would probably be...
E.T.?
Well, it would be as you know, so looking for clips in this one. Is that literally what
No, sorry, carry on. No, who would your dream guest be?
Harry's got a crush on you, honestly.
Who would your dream guest be?
I can just see the clip now. E.T. pops up over my shoulder. Anyway, it probably would be. It would be. I'm really interested in the stuff that no one seems to be interested in, which is like conspiracies, aliens, like all of that stuff, the stuff that no one really talks about, but lots of people actually do talk about. Joe Rogan, I think, would be a fascinating guest, because he entertains and speaks about a lot of out there stuff, and he's met some fabulous people, and I think if we were to get him on a show and just quiz him on the crazy stories that he's heard, that would be a good one for me. What about you?
I'd probably have someone like Denzel Washington. Like, I just think their stories are just so unique, and what he's done in the world he lives in is like, you wonder how when you see so many of them struggling, you wonder how people like him and your Morgan Freemans and people like that have just got through. I'm not saying without any problems, but he's iconic.
They're like elite, aren't they? You can imagine that they just walk into a room and just smash it.
Yeah, so someone like that, I think would be really cool and fascinating.
Yeah, he's a dude.
That's it.
Oh,
That was it for the questions.
Cool. So,
All right, hit me, Brian. Go on.
just my question. So you came to watch me play football the weekend.
I did.
Yeah, and
I thought you did well.
thank you so much. One of our arguments is always when we're in assemblies and we're talking is you being better than me at football. So what I wanted to know is, because we've only played together a few times, so what I wanted to know is what gives you the impression you were better than me at football? So because you say that now, like you say it like you were better than me, and I'm just wondering what gives you that impression.
I don't know what answer you want me to give here.
No, I just want you to be honest.
Honestly speaking, mate, it's a little bit of banter.
Right.
I think you made the dig a couple of times at assemblies. I then took that dig and reversed it on you.
Oh, so you're just recycling my gags.
I went a little bit Eminem and 8 Mile, you know? Hitting you with it before you hit me with it.
Well,
is what I did in the assembly, because at one point you were getting teachers to vote on how bad my barnet was, and it was soul destroying. I mean, this podcast room is nothing compared to an assembly with Brian. So anyway, what you got up your sleeve?
Well,
you're more experienced as a footballer.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, he is more experienced. I mean, I've played with him a few times, and
what you
obviously,
got for me?
outside help last time, Rich used one of my wife's videos for the snoring that didn't go down too well. So what I thought I'd do is I'd seek a bit of outside help on this. So myself and Rich played a tournament.
Oh, come on.
So myself,
That is the worst I've ever looked.
you're
a kid.
Me and Rich
He's a killer.
have got
You're going to show the worst photo of me
the
of all time.
story of a Reading Trialist. So we played a tournament a couple of years ago together.
This is a bad moment
I
for
can't
me.
remember where this was. It was Derby. But as we were searching for outdoor help, outside help, I thought I'd go to the team that we played with. So I basically just said to them, give me an insight into Rich's day. So what I'm going to do is take you through the story of a Reading Trialist.
Who's made this?
So,
I bet it was you, wasn't it?
no, it was me. So, Harley, who's a very good footballer himself, I said, I need an in-depth explanation of Rich's performance at the unearthed five-a-side. The most disgraceful thing I've ever witnessed, starting on a 15-year-old and missed a penalty, doesn't get much worse, like an out-of-form John Parkett. And as you can see from his facial expressions, not everything that day went as well as he could have hoped. So then we move on to Jack Lenton. So I need an honest reflection of Rich's performance. I didn't put any words in their mouth. An honest reflection, okay, leave it with me. Rich's unearthed performance. Scored his first against a girl in goal and celebrated with a fist pump like it was Upton Park with Mark Noble. I had to block this bit out because it got worse. On a five-a-side pitch, I never saw him once tracking back. As lazy as Big John getting out of the bar. His passing accuracy percentage was closer to the number of times he sprinted. Walked up to the pen spot with his head down like it was the Champions League final in Turin, only to scuff the ground and watch it roll into the keeper's hands with the same effort from his 4-year-old boy. So, that's Jack, who's played with you as well. So I just wanted to give an insight. And expectation was high from the former Reading Trialist. We've been there already. But the reality was a Sunday League pub goer who was more concerned about his next packet of bacon fries and a quid in the fruity than making a 5-yard pass.
Oh, Jack's getting it.
Ha ha ha. That's unbelievable. That's a good explanation. As you can see,
Jack's
it was a
getting
tough day.
He's getting it back.
The next one, this is probably my favourite. Oh, no, not that one.
You messed up.
The next one. Louis, so your old business partner. Remember the tournament we played? Can you give me an honesty? Can I bullet point it? Yes, you can. Bagged a couple of tap-ins over the course of the day. Max speed 2 kilometres per hour. Turning circle of Eddie Stobart. Told at least 12 people he had trials at Reading. Highlights for me is either him getting the ball pinched off him by a 16-year-old after it pinged off his shin, only to then halve him, call him a naughty word, and offer him out. That's you missing the penalty.
Very
what
clever.
I then did is I felt a bit bad
Very
then,
clever.
Harry. I text...
Can I just... Sorry. Before he moves on with this assassination, couple of things. Oh, for Christ's sake.
You'll notice that I've made it better by putting you in a stadium.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Loves the editing.
Thanks, Harry.
So I'm going to
It's
carry
too-
on with the
wait.
presentation.
Hold on.
I know, you're going to talk about me leaving early, but that's all right. So some player... Here he is. So... What I wanted to do, I didn't want to leave it with just that day.
Great.
So
because why wouldn't you?
Because we did play at Eversley together. So what I did was text the Eversley manager, and I said to him, if you could let me know about when Rich played for Eversley with us.
I literally played about 20 minutes.
And this is what came back. Can I just ask an honest reflection of his 3 games? He said, oh no, he's good at painting. So Carl didn't want to slate you, but he said
nice
you're a good
of him.
painter. Now, moving on to the next one. This is my personal
I
favourite.
can't believe we're still going here.
Yeah, we are still going.
Oh, thank God. Let's hope it's no.
So, against all odds,
no.
right? Against
Now
all odds,
Now,
here you are with
this
Mark
is where I
Noble.
redeem myself. But you're
Again-
not going to tell that story.
Against all odds, chasing dreams.
Yeah.
You did get into your county side when you were younger, didn't you? Now, we've got a mutual friend, Rob Westall, and you said, I used to play county with Rob Westall, and we have a running joke about it. I text Rob Westall,
Yeah.
and Rob said, I've never played with Rich Williams when I was younger, and he only played 1 game for Eversley, and his calf went.
He's on the wind up.
So here you are,
He's on the
Bart's
wind
County,
up.
Gervais doppelganger,
Oi.
and here you are.
Who's done this?
So, all I wanted to do today
That's a take.
what, the rest of it was all right?
No, there was about 20 lies in there, but that's fine. I'll take it.
What Westall's saying is he never played with you when you were younger. So
He's
either
lying.
you... Well,
He's fully lying.
I don't know, but here you
How do I
are
know
in
him?
Bart's County.
How would I know him? I didn't go to school with him, did I? How would I know him?
Oh, do you know people? I didn't go to school with me. How do you know me?
All right. Listen, you
So-
didn't need that bit. You didn't need a lie. It was funny enough.
No,
You couldn't help yourself, could you?
No,
You had to go more.
I just thought the picture, Bart's County,
I look
Berkshire
good in that
County
picture, to be fair.
player, and
Did you say you look good in that age?
That's
That's what you can take away
listen.
from that whole
What
thing.
else can I?
with
You
100
can't
likes,
argue with this idiot.
with 100 likes,
Harry.
just wanted to emphasise one of the things that we talk about. I just wanted to emphasise 3 different clubs, 3 different people, all said the same thing.
Such
So-
bullshit. Fine. I mean, if that's what you got.
Thank you, Harry.
that's what
Thank you.
got. Fine.
So that was my question for today.
That wasn't really a question, was it?
It was, yeah. Why do you tell me you're better than football than me?
It was an assassination.
That was a question.
That has literally just opened the door.
Do you know what?
I didn't
though?
even want to go down that route or every single episode of the podcast, but I don't have a choice now.
Do you know? You've
don't-
said that every single week. Today you didn't even prepare for it.
Yeah, yes.
Can you see why we didn't do last Monday though? Because you would have.
I don't think I was in a place for that.
No.
No wonder you've called up and cancelled it. Then blame me.
I did have something that I would like Brian's response to. I just wanted to get a response to some of your activity on Facebook in 2010.
Yeah. No, mate, that's absolutely fine. Just for
Fantastic.
clarity though on this, Rich. This is you, because Rich is getting done every week, you felt like you needed to take the lead on it. Cool. Yeah, sweet. Cool. Yeah, cool.
Oh, God.
So I'd like to get your response to this. Brian Murphy is a bit jealous of his mum and dad going to watch the Strictly Come Dancing final tomorrow night. I want to meet Tess Daly.
So that's not wanting to go and watch the Strictly final. That's saying I want to meet Tess Daly.
Well, it's
Because
literally
she's
saying you want to go and watch
pretty
the
lame.
Strictly Come
No.
Dancing.
They're jealous because they're going to see Tess Daly. That's a good first one. You got any
Okay,
more?
cool. Yeah, no, I've got plenty. The iPhone is the best done ever made. Where have you been all my life? I just wanted to know what you meant by the best done ever made.
Yeah.
What I love about this is he'll try so hard.
No, there's no need to try. But the
terrible.
initial iPhone that I bought didn't have spell check, else it would have said
Yeah, I
phone.
was going to say, you
okay.
didn't learn to use it at this point.
Nah. Well, we
Okay.
all know my problems with tech.
Yeah, we do. It's the first thing I thought.
No, that's fine.
This is the cutest thing.
That's
you've got.
I just wanted to get your response to that.
Oh, wow.
Haircut.
Oh, my.
There's no response.
What I'm
This is
confused
thing,
by
he
is how
doesn't
your
respond to it.
hairline is better now
Yeah.
than it was then.
Why were you balding then?
No, I wasn't balding.
Have you been to Turkey?
I had the cut.
You went to Turkey for your teeth. Did you get your hair done? Be honest.
No, just my teeth. But I had it cut like that.
It's not great, is it?
No, I mean the teeth are worse. Look at the front 2 teeth. Look at the
That doesn't
silver bracelet.
That doesn't even look like you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have even known that was you.
yeah.
Minus the hair
It is. Oh, and the slit in the eyebrow.
and the earring.
And the earrings.
And the John Travolta.
Plural. Yeah, the John Travolta shirt. That was a great night, though.
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh my
Oh my god! I gotta take a picture of this face.
Is that on my Facebook? Oh my god. Yeah, that's not good. I'll have to get that last one off, I think. It's good from you, Harry. It's nice that you've prepared for today's podcast.
You put more effort into this podcast episode
Yeah.
than I did. And to our fans, I apologise that.
We haven't got any fans.
We've got
mate.
fans, mate.
We've got fans.
We
We've
have
got
not.
fans, mate. It's about 7 per post. Do your job, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Listen, thanks for joining us. I've enjoyed this. Is my favourite part of the week. I thoroughly enjoy coming to do this. What about you?
Yeah, it's not mine.
Not your favourite part of the week?
No.
You do like it?
I do love it, really. Yeah, it's funny. I thought your segment was lovely today. Oh, it was good.
What
It was
segment?
funny. Your question.
Oh, thank you, mate. It's been funny on previous weeks as well.
Yeah, that was a good one, though.
Cheers. Right, well, join us next time. Have a good week.
Yeah, enjoy.